Hey guys, so this is Mega Snow Lizard doing another video review. This is Transformers Prime. Robots in Disguise, Megatron, Decepticon. This is the Powerizer. And basically you have your bio right here. Megatron begins his life as a gladiator built to fight in the brutal darkness of the con pits. It was there that he learned that the strong survive and the weak perish, and there are that he became determined to be the strongest of all. His conquest began here, and has since burned its way across the universe. Okay, so there's your image of it. This is convert fusion cannon to a mighty sword, fusion cannon, etc., battle claw included. I think this is more like one during his gladiator days, or it might be a reference to one of the prototype weapons in the show, if you have seen it. Then there's this weird spaceship mode, and there's the bottom picture, which does not pertain to this video. This is a Voyager class, right there, Voyager class. So let's go get to figure. Oh, this is a lot closer than I thought. Okay, so here we go. Here is Megatron in his Cybertronian jet mode. Very not impressive underneath, nor on the side, just on the top. Then you can see the top of Megatron's head. That's the cockpit, which makes more sense to me than a cockpit made for humans. Here we are. So then if you just, I have the blade pulled out right now, so if you just pull on this, then the light comes out underneath. But yeah, so let's go get this removed, get out of the way, and let's get him started with his transformation. Okay, first of all, these shoulder pieces you can put underneath or over. It's easier if you put them over. That's what I came to realize as I was transforming this guy several times. So you could just set out. Basically, these parts are tabbed in. There's one tab over here for the top portion of the leg, and there's another tab under here for the bottom portion of the leg, which connects to this tab hole. And you can see the tab right there, the purple one. And let's just remove that. Again, remove from this tab. There you go. Now you have basically you have the legs free. There you go. From there you could it was out like this. You just tuck these things in. And like so. Just tuck it in. Basically this whole thing just flops down a little bit. The wings were up like this, and you can just pull them down a little bit. Over here, in the front of the ship, you want to pull these out to the side. You want to grab this, pull it up, tuck it in. So once again, it was like this before. You want to pull it up and tuck it in. There we go. Just leave these hanging on the side for now. Okay, then from up here, you want to push these shoulder pads back down to create clearance for this piece to be spread apart. There you go. Just pull them all the way back. And these thrusters on the back are actually plugged in too. So you want to pull these out, separate them, because those will become the arms. Okay. Now back to focusing on the legs. Let's go rotate these legs down a little bit. Let's go clean up this bottom part. You just pull the toes up, pull the heel back. That's pretty much it. Then you rotate this section around so it matches with the bottom portion of the wing. Then from there you just snap it together, and that's simple. And there's one of your legs right there. Okay, so once again on this side, spread out the toes and the heel. Rotate this part around so it matches with the lower portion of the wing. And just snap it together, like so. You can bring this whole section down. There's a hinge right there. at the waist. There we go. Whoa. Then you just straighten out the legs, and that's pretty much it for the leg portion. You're already done with that. Okay, so what about this whole mess? Okay, for this part, on the back you see these hinges, these weird double hinges on the back of the arm, so you just want to yank those to the side as much as you can. There we go. From that point on, you see this hole right here. If you tilt it down, then the Decepticon symbol pops up. You can use these portions to actually cover the chest up. There you go. Now you have Megatron's chest. And the way you could lock these in place, the chest portions, is by having the arms splayed out. Rotate these down. There we go. So the arms are pointing down. There we go. And you see this tab right over here. That'll go into the chest wing thing back over here. So that'll basically hold the entire chest together and put the arms in place at the same time. So you want to do that again on this side. Come on. There we go. So once you do that, let's go fix up the arms. So you want to rotate the arm around, then pull the hand out, like so. Once again, on this side, you want to rotate the arm and pull the hand out. Very simple. And obviously you know what to do with these. Just rotate these and just put it down over his shoulders. Plus they make the new shoulder pads. Okay, so what do you do about all this back kibble? Well, first of all, you want to rotate this portion up. Then you can just put this flat against his back. And the way I position these kibble parts is I just fold it up to hide it as much as possible, to give the illusion that this is part of the shoulder pads, even though it's really not. And on mine, this part's a little loose, but that's fine. There we go. And as you can see here, here is Megatron. He has that weird smile on his face, like he's going to do something creepy or sinister. Then you can see here he has his head does go side to side a little bit. It goes up and down a little bit too, but the back part of the head creates lots of the hindrance, and these side, so you can't tilt his head all the way around. But that's fine. His arm is on a ball joint. It gets hindered by the shoulder pad, so you can lift that part up and just go all the way up, all the way down. So that's pretty cool. He does have a single joint elbow. His hand just goes in and out, does not rotate at the wrist. And let's see, he does not have a waist articulation. He does have a ball joint hip though, and a single joint knee. And his foot goes up and down, and that's pretty much it. Doesn't go side to side. So there we go. And what can we do with this part? First of all, you could leave this on, or you could pull it off. There we go. See, there's that hole right there, and then you have this peg right there. So with this portion, you can actually make him hold it, and then you could basically peg it in like so. There's Gladiator Days or whatever, or the secret weapon that you guys could watch in the show. And for this part, you can. No, you can't. I thought you could. Never mind. You just plug it into his arm, and it basically just stays in place. Seems kind of big on him, but this is Megatron, so he deserves the biggest gun, I guess. So there you go. This is Megatron in his robot form, and he's pretty nice. His plastic is a decent quality. Let me see here. It's not sitting together really well. It's spacing out a little bit. Try to. Nope. Okay, whatever's. Yeah, it's cool looking knees. Actually, I have a little bit of gap right behind there, so you could. This is the farthest it'll go. You can't do like weird bends with the knee. That's beyond even human anatomy. And he has great light piping. You see his eyes glowing back there. It's only because half of his head on the back is transparent, but that's fine. He has a little bit of silver. Lots of it's transparent purple. It was of dark energon. Now let's see, on the back he has his thrusters painted silver as well. And he has a purple Decepticon symbol. So he's not lacking in lots of paint apps. It's just that the coloration of the plastic for the body seems kind of lacking. Especially if you look at the first edition. It's like purely silver. This one's more like, it's like ivory white to a little bit of gray. It's kind of hard to explain, but it does have lots of texture. Like he's been on lots of rough edges, battles and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. What else is there? I think his arms are kind of cool. You have this purple transparent piece right there that goes all the way throughout the arm, underneath. Same thing with his chest inside, so that's kind of cool. And he has, due to the shoulder pads, he has a little bit of purple there too, purple plastic. And that's pretty much it. He's a nice figure. This is my, I guess, I don't have that many Megatrons. I only have lots of Optimus Primes and the other doodads. So I thought this guy was kind of cool to have, even though his jet mode's kind of scrunched up in a weird formation of a Cybertronian warrior. But yeah, I decided to get this guy because I missed out on the first edition. But this guy's not bad. He is not bad for a figure, especially if you can only get one. And if you can't get your hands on the first edition, this is a good alternative. Like me, I can't get my hands on it at all. And you could definitely tell the difference between the quality of plastic over here. No, I know it's the same piece, but the paint coating makes a big difference on the texture. It's kind of rough on this side, but it's kind of smooth over here. That's kind of cool. Then down here, it's kind of rough too. I have no idea why they did it that way, but this is awesome. Is it a must-have? If you're not into the Decepticons, not so much. Maybe a 7 out of 10. Only because I don't like the big giant cannon. It doesn't really fit him. It should be a little tiny bit smaller. And kibbly parts that you can't really hide anywhere. Yeah, but besides that, all the joints are pretty tight, which I like a lot. Unfortunately, the Prime line does not have ratchet joints, which I'm in love with. But yeah, a 7 out of 10. A good, solid 7 out of 10. Okay, so this is Mega Snowload signing off. See you guys next time. Bye.